what I wanted to move on to talk about now is something that you mentioned right at the beginning, and it's like quite a defining part of your life. It's a lot of people recognize you for it, but I thought I'd provide a little bit of context for people who maybe don't know, which I'd find it hard to believe if you didn't know. But I didn't know. It was a really odd situation that caused me to become aware of this. And I don't know if you remember, but we were sat in Constantine. It was in the morning. It was just before we were about to start, and we were sat chatting just underneath the sort of the balcony in the forum, and a fresher walked by with his parents, and he just looked at you dead in the eyes and just went, cheese, really loudly.
Oh yeah.
And
this is my legacy.
And I was just like, what the hell is going on? Because I thought it was just like some slang, or like he was just excited or something, I don't know, and just exclaimed cheese. But it turns out that you're like quite a famous, well, a lot of people have seen it on TikTok, like cheese-based TikTok creator. And it blew my mind. Like, the kind of people that you didn't expect to meet while sticking for Constantine. It's mad.
Absolutely.
But for those who don't know, what do you do on TikTok?
So I basically make videos talking about cheese, and it kind of started with fun cheese facts. And I think I'm now on part like 27 or something insane like that. But
it's mad.
Mainly I pick a cheese and then I talk about it, and I talk about the kind of, I do a brief overview, what it tastes like, what it feels like, and then I do the fun fact, and that's normally something to do with the history or the name or something weird about the story of it. But yeah, for some reason, a lot of people have seen them. A lot of people seem to like them, which is weird.
You sent me a few to watch, and honest to God, it was fascinating. I'm quite a big foodie, so I loved watching you. Like, you're so passionate when you do it, and I think that's one of the key things. How would you get in? How did you get in to wanting to make cheese TikToks? Was it just because you worked in Waitrose, because you had access to it, or do you have a genuine passion for food and cheese? And
well, it's funny because I genuinely didn't really. This is a bit scandalous, but I never used to eat cheese really. I never used to do that much. I know. And I genuinely really only started it because I was on Delhi over lockdown, so it's quite quiet, you know. And there wasn't much going on. And there's this book on our counter called like the Cheese Handbook or something. It's really, really old. And it's written by this guy who hates supermarket cheese counters. Like, in it throughout, he's like, make sure you're going to a proper counter. Blah, blah, blah. But I just started reading it because I was bored, basically. And I found all these like random facts where I was like, this is really weird.
yeah,
So I wrote them all down. And then as my like friends in the store would like walk past, I'd be like, guys, do you want to know a fun fact? And then I basically yell these facts at them. And we just were kind of joking around. This was like prime lockdown time, right? When everyone was making TikToks. It was like the time to get on TikTok. And we were joking, and we were just like, oh, I should do a TikTok on it. And we were like, oh, yeah, I should. So I did, basically. And the first couple, I just kind of kept going. And then I remember one getting like 4,000 views. Oof. And I was like, guys, this is it. Like, I have reached the pinnacle of fame. I've done it. And then I remember one, like the next day, just going up and up and up. And I was like, okay, well, I've started this now.
I love the fact that you found a book that had sort of, it's probably a book that, you know, most people wouldn't pick up and read. It's a book that most people would just, you know, overlook, but it holds in it some golden like tidbits that just work perfectly for like, and who would have guessed, like, that guy, I don't know when that book was written, but who would have guessed that guy would have been writing a book that was perfect to then transition into TikTok. It just,
I know, right?
it's just, you would never get it anywhere else.